Hey there, it's Red. So today I'm going to be doing the Bedtime Book Tag created by Kelly from Kelly's Bookspill, who is also the one who tagged me. I will be linking her video down below because she is amazing and she created this tag, which makes her more amazing. Number 1. What book kept you up all night reading? A book I remember actually keeping me up, like I absolutely could not sleep unless I finished this book, was Impulse by Ellen Hopkins. I pretty much read that book in one shot. I started reading it and I just couldn't stop, and the next thing I knew I was up till 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I finished it and I wanted to throw it against a wall. Number 2. What book made you scared to go to sleep? Honestly, I don't think I've actually read a book scary enough to freak me out and make me not want to go to sleep. Number 3, what book almost put you to sleep? The Hunger Games. Number 4, what book has you tossing and turning in anticipation of its release? I am going to say either Ferris by Marissa Meyer, that comes out in January, because I absolutely cannot wait for that book. I just finished Crest recently and I loved it. I loved all 3 books. Scarlet a little less, but I love them. I cannot wait for Ferris, and even more cannot wait for Winter. But another book that I will say that I'm really highly anticipating is I think it's called The Lair of Dreams. It's the second in the Diviner saga by Libba Bray. I loved The Diviners and I absolutely cannot wait for the sequel, which as of right now is set to release in spring of 2015, but the release date has gotten pushed back a couple of times, so crossing my fingers it'll actually come out this time. Number 5, what book has your dream girlfriend boyfriend? For this, I kind of want to say Carson Thorne because I think he's absolutely beautiful and amazing and he's totally my perfect guy. But I feel a little bit bad because Selena's kind of got her claim on him, so I'm just going to go ahead and say Augustus Waters from The Fault in Our Stars because I love Mr. Waters. Number 6, what book would be your worst nightmare to live in? Now for this, I am going to have to go with the answer I answered in my last tag, which is the Hunger Games trilogy, because like I said, even though they weren't my favorite books in the world, I give Suzanne Collin credit for creating a world and a society and a government that I would absolutely hate to be a part of. I absolutely would hate it. Just no. Number 7, what book reminds you of nighttime? I'm gonna have to say pretty much any book in the Mortal Instruments series. Probably City of Bones. I don't know why. Even when there were daytime scenes, I just pictured everything happening at night. I just can't help it. Like every time I'd be reading it, just everything in my mind was happening at night when it was dark. Number 8, what book has a nightmarish cliffhanger? I am going to have to say The Devouring by Simon Holt, because I remember when I bought The Devouring, this was before the second and third book had even come out yet, so that's the worst time to have a cliffhanger, is when you don't have the other books readily accessible. But yeah, the ending to The Devouring and not having the next book to read, it drove me crazy. I was like, oh my god, how can you end a book like this? It just... Number 9, what book have you actually dreamed about? I can only remember dreaming about one book, and I'm gonna have to repeat answers here because that was The Devouring by Simon Holt. Literally, the night that I finished The Devouring, I had a dream about it. I had a dream about the Fearscape and the clown, and it was super crazy. And it's actually really funny because I had my best friend read that book, you know, this was several years ago. The night that she finished that book, she had a dream about it. It does stuff to you. Number 10, what book monster would you not want to find under your bed? I guess keeping with the whole devouring theme here, it would be the Devours from the Devouring series because they're kind of terrifying. I mean, think about it. You have these weird shadow-like, almost demon-like creatures that they get you when you're at your most scared, and they take over your body and they possess your body, and meanwhile your consciousness is stuck in your own fearscape. That means that you have to constantly go through all your worst fears while you have this evil demonic like creature walking around as you. This creature is walking around as you with your family, your friends, with people that you care about, and doing God knows what horrible things, and meanwhile you're still stuck up here living out your worst nightmares. I don't know about you, but that would freak me out. So that is all for this bedtime book tag, which I absolutely loved. I need more book tags that I can dress up for because this is fun. I like dressing up. October, Halloween. So it's time for me to tag people. Who am I tagging? Who am I tagging? I am going to tag Brittany from Brittany's Book Find. I'm going to tag Alexa from Alexa Talks Books. I'm going to tag Zanetti from The Fault in My Books. I'm going to tag Lindsay from Lindsay's Library. I'm going to tag Jen from Julia Baby Jen, as well as Jen from Today in Jen's Library. And I'm going to tag Cassie from Miss Sassy Cassie. So yeah, I better be seeing those videos in my subscriptions list soon, and I can't say subscriptions. Then I feel like if I use it in a sentence, I'm just not gonna say it right. I don't know. I can't talk. I feel like this is a common running theme in my videos recently. I can't talk. Anyway, that is all for this video. Go add me on Goodreads, add me on Twitter, add me on Instagram. The links will be below. I will have more videos up soon, and I will talk to you guys later. This is how we do. This is how we do. Okay, I'll stop.